Okay, so this is our today's agenda. So first we have to introduce ourselves, and we have finished the pre-assessment thing in the programming, and we'll start the introduction. Okay, so here Java is originated at Sun Microsystem. Okay, in the year of 1991. Okay, and it was developed or invented by the person called James Hosling and Patrick Northam. Did you get it? Hello? Everyone
Yes,
will able to? Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. And here, why we are going with the Java? It is a very simple programming language. You can easily write. If you want to do a compilation, you can do it. Or if you want to do a debug also, you can do it easily. So it is a very simple programming language. Unlike your other programming language, Java, it's very easy. Okay. And if it is very easy to create your modular programs. Modular means what? You can create by modules by modules. For example, okay, any idea what is a module? Can someone tell me what is a module? Any idea what is a module?
Java module is a set of instructions or lines of code written which can be imported in other classes and we can reuse it again and again.
Okay, can you give me an example for a module? For example, if I'm doing an employee management system, okay, what are the modules will be there? What are the modules will be there? Can someone tell me? Or else you want me to call out by names? Abhiram, can you tell me what are the modules in the employee? Can you list down the modules in the employee management system?
Ma'am, I don't know, ma'am.
No, think about, okay, for example, you take student management system. So what you will do with the student management system? So student management system means
Attendance.
what? First you need, yeah, attendance. So first you should get the details, right? You should store all the details of the students in, could be in the Excel sheet or could be in the notepad. Okay, first you should fetch the details. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is the next level? First, you need to, for example, if it's a new school, okay, we need to collect all the student details. So collecting the data, it's a one of the module. Okay. And what is the student management system? What you are going to manage with the students? We are going to manage their attendance. Okay. And another management is we are going to do a fees calculation also. Okay. So the how many modules will be there? So first you need to fetch the details. That is, then we need to manage their attendance and we need to manage their fees. So these are all the modules. Will you able to get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Someone from non-IT will be able to get it? Because what is a module? Because you have already studied in your these things, right? So module by module. So you can write the programmings in module by module. So first it's a fetch module, then it's a tracking module. Okay, there is a multiple stages in each and every project. Okay, so that we call it as a module. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Are you clear with the module? Okay. Next thing is it helps to create the modular programs and it is used to reusable code. Okay. For example, what is the reusable code is the fetch module we have, you can, if you create as a module, you can put it in the employee management system as well as the same module, you can put it in the student management system. So that's what reusable. Reusable means the same module can be used it in multiple projects. So that's what we call it as a reusable code. Did you get it?
yes, ma'am.
Any doubts here? Any doubts in this slide?
No, man.
Okay,
No,
can I
ma'am.
move on to the next one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So here, so this is an introduction. Okay. So it is, I'm doing a recap now. So it is originated by the Sun Microsystem, and it is invented by the James Hosling as well as the other person called Patrick Norton. And it is a very simple language. You can easily write, compile as well as the debug. What is the debugging? Have everyone has answered in the pre-assessment, right? What is the debugging?
Handling the bugs.
Yeah, finding the errors in your source code. Yeah, finding the bugs, finding the errors in the source code, and you need to fix it. Okay, so that is a debugging. Okay, yeah. So this is a simple programming language. You can easily write, compile, as well as you can debug the program easily. Okay, and this is also helps to create modular programs and reusable programs. Okay. That's these are all these Java features. Okay, it is very simple and it is very dynamic and very it is interpreted. So each and everything and I will be explaining in the upcoming slides. Okay, and it is a portable also, and it is a very high performance. Okay, so nowadays most of the complex projects we are running in the Java programming only. We are doing with the Java, and it is a multi-threaded. Okay, so I will be in the threading part. I will be explaining you, or else in the upcoming slides I have explained you what is a multi-threading and all. And it is a robust, and it is a secured one. Okay, and you can it is a distributed. Okay, and it is called as object oriented. So object oriented is our next topic. So we will do that in the maybe tomorrow's class. Okay, and it is an architecture neutral. Okay, and it is a platform independent. The main beauty of a Java programming language is a platform independent. Did you get it? Okay, so I will explain you. These are all the powerful features. Okay, why it is having a simple programming language. Okay, it doesn't have complex features like, okay, if you have done your C or C++, what is a difficult topic in your C or C++?
Pointers.
Pointers. Okay, any other topic will you able to relate it? Memory management, right? In C or C++, we need to manage your memory. Okay, but if you have written a code with the memory leaks, okay, we should think about that also. So the memory management is also the challenging in the C or C++. Any other thing? Okay, see, listen, so if you are not able to get anything, you please ask me the question in the then and there. Okay, for example, if I'm explaining this slide one, okay, if you're not able to get this, please ask me, ma'am, I couldn't able to get this. Okay, please tell it, please clarify it once. Okay, because I'm justly I'm doing it through an online. Okay, but I thought you guys, whatever I'm explaining, you guys are getting it. Okay, so that's the reason I'm moving on to the next slide. So if you're not able to get the point, okay, please stop me then and there so that I would have explained it to you one more time. Okay, the people from non-IT also, or people from IT also, some words are new to you because you have just finished your college. You are going to finish your college. Clear? And most of your computer science or IT curriculum would have covered this also. Some key terms, okay, something we called overloading, inheritance, memory management, memory
Ma'am?
allocation, something. Yes, yeah.
Ma'am, I can't hear you, ma'am.
How about everyone?
We
Can
can hear.
everyone able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am, it
Yeah.
is audible.
Yes. Can you check your side? Is there any network issue or something like that?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So that's what. So if you are not able to get anything, please ask me then and there. Don't keep your doubts till the end of the day. Okay. Did you get it? So that's what. So why we are calling Java it a simple programming language is it doesn't have any complex features like other programming language. We have a pointer, we have a memory allocation. Okay, so Java we no need to bother about the point. There is no pointers at all. We no need to think about how the memory will be managed. Okay, so the Java programming language will automatically takes care of this complex features. Okay, so we no need to think about this memory allocation in the okay. And here there is another complex feature which is there in your other programming language called overloading, operator overloading. Have you heard about anything called overloading?
Yes, ma'am.
Overloading is what? Can you someone please tell me what is overloading?
Overloading basically means we are writing something to
Hmm.
overload the particular operator to perform something different than it is um, trained to be. For example, the plus operator in Python can be used to concatenate strings, as well as it can be used for adding numbers. We can overload it to perform any other action by making some
Okay.
changes.
It can occur when two functions have same name in a class or with different parameters or like that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you can access when the different parameters, you can use the same operator to perform the operation. Okay. So that's what we call it as a operator overloading. Okay. And have you heard about the multiple inheritance? Okay. Anyway, I will be explaining the upcoming slides. Okay. Just to check. Okay. What is inheritance? What is inheriting? What is
Extract
inheriting?
extracting
Extracting
a
the,
function from parent class or a
yeah.
child.
So, yeah, extracting the functions of a parent, okay, or parent class features, okay, that could be have extracted to the child. Inheriting is nothing but you are extracting the properties or methods from the parent to the child, okay. And what is multiple inheritance? Okay, multiple inheritance is nothing but for a single child you will be having the multiple parents. So that's what we call it as a multiple inheritance. So that can be achieved in C++, okay, but we cannot achieve this in Java directly, but you could have achieved it in this concept called interfaces. Okay, are we clear with this? Why we are calling Java is a simple language? Okay, see why I'm asking you to why I'm asking you to listen. This is at the end of this, I have given you one more assessment. Okay, so that is also similar to your pre-assessment. Okay, that is not that much easy. Okay, so whatever I'm explaining now, you please listen to this. So from that only, I have said the as one more assessment. Okay, did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay. So next thing is we have next feature is a secure. So Java is a secure language. Okay. So what is a secure language? Okay. So Java itself, the Java program itself will provide you a firewall. What is a firewall? Everyone has used a laptop or everyone has used their desktop, right? What is a firewall? What is a firewall?
Ma'am, it will help us to protect our information from
Viruses.
viruses.
Okay. Some other answer? What is a firewall?
Ma'am, it's a network security system.
Okay. Yes. Good.
Outsiders cannot access the information. Only authorized people can access the information.
Yes, 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 yeah. So the firewall, it is a network security device, okay, which monitors or which filters your incoming as well as the outgoing request. Did you get it? So whenever we are sending it from your system to your internet, it will check. Whenever you are getting the response from the internet to your system, it will also check. So it will filter your request, okay, from the incoming as well as the outgoing network traffic. Okay. So here, so if the firewall, okay, so default, if you have a personal laptop, you can switch it on. But if you have it in the organization laptop, so they have some default policies. Okay. So here Java is providing a virtual firewall between your application and the computer. Okay. You know what is application, right? So a set of tasks to perform the operation. For example, employee management system is one of the application. Student management system is one of the application. Clear? Have you understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Next. Okay. So next, why we are doing it as a secured is the all Java programs, all Java codes will be confined within JRE. So what is JRE means? It is a Java runtime environment where you can run your Java programs. Did you get it? Will you able to get it? What is Java JRE? JRE is nothing but it's a Java runtime environment where you can run your Java programs. Did you get it? So all Java programs are saved or secured within this JRE. So the hackers or the virus, they couldn't affect this. So that is the reason the Java programming is a secured one. Did you get it? So if you write an application in Java programming language, so all the application will be stored in the JRE. So if a particular system has been affected by the virus or the hacker, okay, your program or your application will be safe. Did you get it? Any doubts?
No, ma'am, no doubt.
Yeah. Can I move on to the next one? Next thing is they have to, okay, I have given a lots of features, right? It is distributed, secured. Okay, so I'm explaining each and every feature now, okay, because some non-IT people also there, right? So that's what I'm explaining it. But some people, they would have already know about Java. For them, it is very basics. Okay, anyway, it is okay. For the first class, I'm going from the scratch. Okay, maybe from the second or third classes. I will explain you the concepts directly. But if you are not able to get you the concepts, please ask me then and there. Okay. So next here is Java is distributed. What is it distributed? Okay. For example, if you have 5 chocolates, if the teacher wants to distribute them, means what you will do? You will be giving the 5 chocolates to 5 students, or you will be giving the 5 chocolates to 2 students, something like that. Okay. So here Java is designed for the distributed environment for the internet. Okay. Actually, the main motive of Java programming is about you need to program for the internet. Okay. The C and C++, it is mainly for your system level programs. It is for your operating system level coding. Okay. But here the Java, it is the only programming language that is developed for your internet programming. Okay. Did you get it? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So Java is designed for the distributed environment. Distributed environment means the multiple system or multiple networks will be there in the internet. So you can take your application, you can run it on any system, or for example, some simple application, it is taking some multiple modules from multiple system also. That also you can do it in the Java programming language. Okay. Did you get it? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So next, why we are calling it as a distributed is, okay. So there is something called Java JVM. What is JVM means? It is a Java virtual machine. Okay. So whatever we are executing for we are writing the Java program and we are running it, right? So the JVM will be responsible for executing the procedures or executing your programs. Okay. JRE is an environment. Okay, I will tell you the difference between the JRE as well as the JVM. So JVM, it's a place, it's a machine where you'll be running your code. Okay, and here JRE is nothing but it will provide you the environment to write or compile your programs. Did you get it? Did you get it?
Yes,
Can
ma'am.
someone tell me what is JVM and what is JRE? Can someone please explain me what? Yes, yeah.
JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine, and we can use the JVM to execute the JRE. I mean, to develop the JRE Java runtime environment.
Yeah, good. Okay. Can someone tell me what is JRE? What is JRE?
JRE is
Java
a
runtime.
Java runtime environment and it provides a space to execute a program.
Okay, good. Okay. Are you, everyone is clear, right? What is JVM and what is JRE?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear, right? I didn't get any more, only few responses. Can someone,
Yes,
everyone
ma'am.
is clear,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, we'll continue with the next one. Okay. So what is multi-threading? Okay. So multi-threading means fraction of a second, you can be able to do multiple tasks at a time. Okay. So here, what is multi-threading means? Java enables a program to perform several tasks simultaneously. Okay. So you have understood, right? So because I have used only the simple language, because everyone has to understood. Okay, so enables a program to perform several tasks simultaneously. So that's what we call it as a multi-threading. So Java supports multi-threading. So using a Java programming language, you can write lot of multi-threading projects or multi-threading programs. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. The main beauty of Java programming language is a platform independent. Okay. So what is a platform independent is means an application developed in one machine can run in another machine. For example, if you take about the C programming language or C++ programming language, okay, if you run a code, okay, if you have created an application in one system, the same you won't be getting the same output in the other system, but you cannot able to run the same program in the other system also. But here the Java, the main beauty of this Java is it's a platform independent. Okay, so the same code you can put it in the another environment. The same Windows, you have written one application, the same code you can put it in the Linux operating system also, you will be getting the same output. So that's what platform independent. Have you heard about what is a platform? Can someone tell me what is a platform?
Windows, Linux.
Yeah, operating system, we call it as a platform. Okay, so that's what. So why we are calling this an application is a platform independent is, okay, so here one application can be developed on one system, can be run on the another platforms also. Okay, so here there is something called a bytecode. Okay, so here I will explain you. Okay, yes. Okay. So once you have written some Java programming, you should compile it. What is the purpose? What is compiling? Any idea what is compiling?
In machine language, मतलब high level code to low level language code or machine
Yeah,
language.
yeah. Okay. So compile in simple terms. Okay, compiling means it is for checking for your error. Okay. So here, whatever the statements you have to, yeah, all the statements in Java has to be ended with a semicolon. So you have to follow some coding conventions. Okay. So if we made any error while doing a compilation, you will be getting the error. First, you should fix the compile time error. Then only you will be getting the object code. So you are converting a high level language into a low level language. Okay. Whatever you have written in the Java programming language, it is simple, easy English. Okay. So that's we call it as a high level language. So when you are doing a compilation, you will be getting a dot class file or you will be getting a bytecode. Did you get it? Any doubts?
Ma'am, can you please explain it once more?
Yeah. So whatever you have written in a Java, okay, I will show you a Java program. So this is a simple Java program, okay, which we have written in an editor. Okay, so we'll have written public class. Everyone can able to understand this, right? What is a high level programming language? If anyone can able to read it, then we call it as a high level programming language. What is a low level programming language? If you are not able to read it, it will be a machine. It can be read only by the machines, or it could be able to read only by your compiler. So that we call it as a low level programming language. Have you understood the difference? What is a high level and what is a low level?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so here Java is a high level programming language. Why we are calling it? We are writing it in a simple English language. So that's what we are calling it as a high level programming language. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, yeah, so if you are convert this programming language, if you are converting this high level language into a low level language, so that is that you cannot read it. Only your operating system or the JVM or JRE can read it. Only the JVM can able to read it. Okay. So at the end of the compilation, what you will be getting it, your .java file will be converted into .class file. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you guys making a note?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
How many of you taking notes? Yeah, only 3. How many of them has taking notes? 8. Okay, 14, 15, 16. No, if I'm going very faster, you should make me to go slow because I'm explaining, right? If you want to, are you taking notes means I will be going little slow also. Will you able to catch me up? Am I going in the correct speed? Yeah. Am I going or I'm going too fast? Am I going to too fast?
No, ma'am.
No.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay. So that's what. So that's what. So what you'll be doing is so whatever the high level programming language, it is your English. So that's Java is a high level programming language. So anybody can open the program and then they can able to read it. Okay. So what it will do is the compilation. What is the output of the compilation is you will be getting a dot. First you will be saved at this as a dot Java file. Okay. And then once you are doing a compilation, you will be getting a dot class file. Okay. And here the Java is both compiled as well as the interpreter one. Okay. What is compilation means converting a high level to a low level or converting a .java program to a .class file. Okay. And what is an interpreter one? Interpreter is nothing but you are converting your low level language or middle level language into a machine readable form. Okay. So at the end of an interpretation, you will be getting the bytecode. Okay. So that bytecode you can run it on the any platforms. Did you get it? Will you able to follow me?
Yes, ma'am.
1 minute. One minute. Give me a minute. I'm taking you one screenshot so that you could have understood it easily. Give me a minute. It's not saving it up. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So look at this. So here we have learned about JDK and we have learned about JRE. Okay. So look at this. Here they have given an image. Okay. See what is JRE? JRE is nothing but it is a runtime environment there you can run your files. Okay. And there is something called JDK. Okay. So what is JDK means? It is a Java development kit. Did you get it? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So here, can you take the picture because this picture will give you the clear understanding of JDK, JRE as well as JVM. Okay. So JRE is nothing but it is a JVM plus the set of libraries. Okay. And what is JDK? JDK is nothing but JVM plus JRE. Okay. Plus the development tool. Sorry, JRE plus the development tools. Okay. So JDK is nothing but it will create a kit, okay, to write your Java programs. Okay, JRE is nothing but it will provide you some set of libraries to run your Java programs. Did you get it? Everyone, it's clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please take a note? Okay, after 5 minutes, we'll take a break. Okay, I will take till you 11 and then I will give you 10 more minutes break time. Okay, after 11:10, okay, you guys can join back. Had everyone had make a note?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is how your Java path, okay, how your programs has been compiled and how you are getting the executable. Okay, see, look at this. So when we are compiling the source code is nothing but your .java file. Okay, when you are doing a Java compilation, still it is, this is not clear. One minute. I thought of explaining you something is like one minute. Yes. Okay, so look at here. So we have a .java code, which is like your hello world. Okay, so this is what hello world, hello welcome app, sorry, welcome app code. Okay, and when you are doing a Java compilation, you will be getting the .class file. Okay, so this .class file can be run it on multiple JVM, because nowadays all the operating system have a built-in JVM in it. Okay, so that's what we are running the same .class file. We are running it in the multiple JVMs. Did you get it? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next thing is next thing is in a picture for your platform independence. Okay, why we are calling this as a platform independence? Okay, we are writing the program.java, we are compiling it, we are getting the bytecode. The same bytecode can be run it on Windows OS, Linux OS, or the Solaris or Mac. It could run it on any OSs. So that's what we call it as a platform independence. Clear? Okay, now how you can install and how you can use the Java. Okay, first you should install the Java 8. Okay, sorry, version 8 you need to install it. Okay, Java JDK version 8. Okay, so where you can get it from this? You can get it from the Oracle dot sun.org, something like that. So you can get it from your official website of Java. Okay, so if you want to write your compile or write your program, okay, first you should create a Java code in the editor. You can use Eclipse editor, or you can use just to open a notepad. Editor is nothing but just to open a notepad. Okay, this is a sample Java program. You have to, sorry. Okay, so this is a sample Java program. You have to type it in the notepad or a text pad. Okay, or you can, if you have an already you have an IDE in your laptops, you can download the IDE and keep it ready. So most of the editors will be using an Eclipse, or you will be using an NetBeans, or you will be using a STS or IntelliJ. Okay, so there are lots of editors are available. So here you can use any one of the editor and download it, and can just type this program. Okay, so this is a sample program. So what we have done, this is a syntax. Okay, you should have the class as the public. The class is a keyword. Okay, see, look at this. These are all the keywords. Public is a keyword. Keyword is what? It is reserved for something. You cannot use it for your own purposes. Did you get it? Is it clear? Hello?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so keywords are nothing but it's a reserved word. We shouldn't use it for our own purpose. Okay, so that's what we use it as a keyword. Okay, public class. What is your class name? This could be anything. Okay, so this could be a hello world, or this could be a welcome app, or this could be a hi, something like that. The class name could be anything, but these two are the keywords. Okay, and you should have this open curly braces, and inside that you should have this statement. So if you are running as a Java application, you should have this statement: public static void main. Okay, so public static, all these are all the keywords. You shouldn't use it for your own purposes. And here we have a class called string argument. So this is nothing but, if you would have done it in your C or C++, this square bracket represents your array. Did you get it? The square bracket represents an array. Okay, and here what we are doing it, we are doing it as a system.out.println. If you have done it in the C or C++, in C we will be using the printf statement to print it, or okay, in C++ you will be using which statement to display? Can someone tell me?
Ma'am, could you
In
please
C++,
repeat the question?
no, C++, which is a statement to display the output into the screen, on the screen?
See out.
In C++, have anyone done with the C++? Somebody told
We use
told me
see
that
out.
yeah. See out.
See out.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Somebody has given the which is your favorite programming language. Somebody has done it. Somebody has given the answer as C++ is the most favorite programming language because they have done the projects in that C++. Okay. Yeah. So C in is for to get the input from the keyboard and C out is for to display the result on the screen. Okay. So here this it is the system dot out dot println is similar to your printf in C and C out in your C++. Did you get it? So here we are printing the message, okay, on the screen. So that is the reason we are using system dot out dot println and we are closing the. This is a method. Main is a method. What is a method? In C or C++, have you used the functions? Have you used the function? Okay, it is used to perform a task. So here the main is also in C, C++, the we'll be calling it as a function, but in Java we'll be calling it as a method. That's a different naming terminology. Okay, so here method is also you use to do perform a certain task or certain function, certain operation. Okay, so here main is a method here. So we need to close the method and then we need to close the class. Did you get it?
Yes,
Any
ma'am.
doubts here? Yeah. So when we are compiling and we are executing this program, if there is no error, you will be getting this as a output. Welcome to Java. This will be the output will be print on the screen. Okay. But if you have an error, you will be getting, you have to correct the errors first. Did you get it? Yeah. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll take a 15 minutes break. Okay. And then we will assemble back by 11:20 here. Okay. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, go for a break. We'll assemble back by 11:20. Has everyone joined back?
Sharada, am I
Yes.
audible?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Sharada, I'm going to share the link
Yeah.
right now in the chat box. I think
Okay,
you've
sir.
received.
1 minute, sir. Yeah, yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
that was the attendance. You just
Okay.
right now, please bookmark that particular link in your browser, and then
Sure,
daily,
sir.
whenever you join the session at 9 o'clock, please take the attendance and then
Okay.
update it. That was the Google, Google attendance MS Excel form. You just take the
Okay, sir.
attendance. So
Okay.
now the time is 11:20. So
Mm.
just try to take the attendance now and then save it, update it to me.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Okay?
sir. Okay. Okay, sir.
And Shahada, if you have any kind of questions, you just call me at any time.
Okay. Okay, sir.
I'll try to share my number also in the chat box. You just take
Sure.
it.
Sure, sir. Sure. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
And take my number in the chat box I have forwarded.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Please take the attendance now.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, everyone has joined the meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Can one by one can tell your name so that I will make an attendance? Wait a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
1 minute. Yeah, come on. Okay. Okay, can one by one can tell your name so that
Yes,
I can
ma'am.
mark it here. Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm Aman Barik, ma'am. Aman Barik.
Yes. 1 minute.
Ma'am, myself Subraranjan Mahanti, ma'am.
Subaranjan, right?
Subraranjan Mahanti, yes.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm Prithvi, ma'am.
Prithvi, yes.
Ma'am, I'm Abhiram.
Ma'am, I'm Muhammad Ali Khan.
Ma'am, Rahul.
Abhiram. 1 minute. I'll make a note. Abhiram.
Pragati, ma'am.
Pragati. Yes.
Ma'am, Sai Kishore, ma'am. Anvesh, ma'am.
Shai Kishore. Yeah.
Anshul, ma'am.
Myself, Rahul, ma'am.
Anzil. Yeah. Rahul. 1 minute. Yes, Rahul. Yes.
Anvesh, ma'am.
Ma'am, Amit.
Anvish. Yes.
Ma'am, Anshul, ma'am.
What? I couldn't hear the name.
Anshul, ma'am. Anshul.
Anshul, I have already marked it. Yeah.
Ma'am, Moshmi.
Ma'am, Amit.
Moshmi. Yeah.
Ashutosh, ma'am.
Amit. 1 minute. I'll make a note of Amit. Amit. Yes.
Ashutosh, ma'am.
What's his name? What's your name?
Ashutosh.
Ashutosh. Yeah. 1 minute. Ashutosh. Yeah. Yes.
Prithviraj, ma'am.
Ragni, ma'am.
Prithviraj. Yes.
Ragni, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah.
Ma'am, Krishna Chaitanya, ma'am.
Yeah. Krishna Chaitanya. Yeah. Who else? What, ma?
Ma'am, Vinay Kumar.
Vinay. 1 minute. Vinay Kumar.
Sahari.
Yes. Sahari. Yeah.
Ma'am, Funny Kashyap.
Fanik. Yeah.
Ma'am, Muhammad Ali Khan.
Muhammad Ali Khan. Yes. Who else?
Hello, ma'am.
Ma'am, Rupak Vardhan.
Rupak Vardhan. Yes. Yeah. Who else? Okay, where is Subramaniam? Subramaniam is there?
Hello, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Then I will call out the names, remaining names. Dibanshu?
Hello, ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
Ma'am, Naveen.
Yeah, Dibanshu is there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Yeah, okay. Vasavi? Vasavi?
Yes, ma'am. I'm there.
Yeah, okay.
Ma'am, Tejeshwar.
Okay, Tejishwar. Rayan is there?
I'm
Muhammad
Nitish.
Rayan?
Yes, ma'am.
Muhammad Rayan? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Tejishwar, I have noted. Okay, Ashish? Ashish
Yes,
is
ma'am.
there? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Naveen? Naveen? Naveen is there? Hello? Naveen is not there.
Sharda, if they are not responding, just mark them as an absent.
Okay.
Otherwise, if a CR has any information regarding their
Okay.
absence, please inform to your Sarada ma'am. Okay?
Okay. Okay, sir. Where is Naveen is there?
Ma'am, Naveen is there, ma'am. Hello. Hello, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, you should respond me, right? Motion? Only few names. Nitesh is there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Akhilesh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, only Naveen is Naveen is there, right? Naveen?
Yes, ma'am. I'm there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think Saswat?
Yes, ma'am. I'm there.
Yeah, I think everyone is here. Yeah. Mamta? Is Mamta is there? Mamta is one of the CR, right? I think Mamta is not there. Yeah.
No,
And
Sharada ma'am, Mamata is in the meeting. Might be.
okay.
Just check whether they're in the meeting or not. She's in the meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She sent a message also. You just check it. Mic problem is there.
Okay.
If
Okay.
anyone is
Yeah.
not responding, you just check whether those people are in the, because few people are facing some mic issues. We
Yeah.
should
Yes.
consider
Yes.
that, but don't
Okay.
take in the participants don't take in the wrong way. See, it's all
Okay.
of it. So ultimately, our goal is to like what to meet the CAPG expectations. So since we are all working and then driving this through virtually, we supposed to like what we call cooperate with the mentor, and accordingly if you try from yourself, then only it will be work out. Okay, so you don't feel like nobody is monitoring, I can do something with my own work. Don't feel like that. Just try to like work accordingly, and then only you are able to like clear the coming assessments of Capgemini. Yeah, go ahead, ma'am. Sharada ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So we'll continue with the programming. Yes. So we have done the basic programming, right? So the first programming to start with. Okay. Can someone tell me what is JVM? We just now finished, right? What is JVM? What is JRE?
JVM is Java Virtual Machine.
Okay.
JRE is Java Runtime Environment, where we can
Okay.
space to write code.
Okay. What is JDK then? Okay, not you. Can someone else tell me? What is JDK?
Java Development Kit.
Java Development Kit. What is it used for?
It includes JVM, JRE.
Okay.
Includes JVM, JR, and development tools.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Rahini, can you please tell me what is platform independence? Rahini?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me what is platform independence?
It is, we can run the code in any OS system, ma'am. It is the bytecode is platform independent.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, good. Okay. Subharanjan, can you please tell me why we are calling the Java as a simple programming language? Sorry, Subharajan.
Yes, ma'am. Because it does not have operator overloading, ma'am, and it does not also consist of explicit memory location, ma'am.
Okay, yes, okay. Aman, can you please tell me why we are calling it as a distributed one? Java is a distributed one.
Yeah, because we can run the Java programs and work with it in many networks and many systems at the same time.
Okay, good, good, good. Okay. Vasavi, can you tell me what is the syntax? Syntax, I'm showing it here, right? Yeah. 1 minute. What is multi-threading? Vasavi, can you tell me what is multi-threading? Vasavi? Vasavi, are you there? Is Vasavi is there? See, if I'm asking a question, you should respond it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
My
Tell me
microphone
what.
is not working, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, tell me. Then what is multi-threading?
Executing different programs.
Okay.
Simultaneously.
Yes, yes, yeah, okay. Executing several tasks simultaneously, not different programs. In the programs, you will be having multiple tasks, so that has to be run it simultaneously. So that's what we call it as a multi-threading. Okay.
Okay.
1 minute. I will check some more people about the question. Okay, Prithviraj, can you tell me why Java is a secured one? Prithviraj? Is there? Prithviraj is there? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me why Java is a secured one.
Because it has firewall, ma'am.
Okay. One of the reason is a firewall. Any other reason will be able to relate it? See, listen. So if I'm asking a question, you should answer me. Okay. So then only because I need to fill the daily report as well as the weekly feedback has to be shared with the company, right? So that's what I'm asking you the question. Have you understood the topic or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you list down some features? Amit, can you list down some features of Java programming? Amit, are you there? Amit?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, can you please list down some features of a Java programming?
Ma'am, it is secure, it is simple.
Okay.
It is platform independent.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Avinash, can you please tell me the remaining other three features of a Java programming except Amit has told you.
It is a architectural and multi-threaded.
Okay. One more.
And
Sahari, can you please list down any other three language features, Java language features? Sahari?
Ma'am, it is object-oriented, robust, portable.
Okay. Good, good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we'll continue with the current topic now. Okay. So this is an example of a sample Java program. So here, what is the syntax we'll be having it? So here we have a public class. Okay. So these two are the keywords and welcome name is the class name. Okay. And here we have put the angle bracket, open curly braces, and here we have public, static, void, main. Okay, so these are all the keywords. Okay, and we will be having, because main is the method. Okay, method has to accept some arguments. Okay, so here in your, if you have done your C or C++, you will be writing the functions, right? The function you can accept, the functions can accept arguments, or without arguments also you can write functions. Okay, so but here the main method, which is accepting one argument, which is called as a string array. Okay, so which the name of the array is args. Okay, so this is a data type. Okay, and this is a name of the array. Okay, and inside the main method, what we are trying to do is we are trying to have system.out.println. Did you get it? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So here we are system.out.println of welcome to Java. We are putting it, and then we are closing the main method, and finally we are closing this welcome class. Okay. So what we'll be doing it first, we'll be compiling the Java. Okay. We'll be saving this as a welcome app.java. Okay. Once we have done the compilation, we'll be getting the dot class file.
Sharada, sorry to interrupt you.
Yes, sir.
I'm not seeing attendance, updated attendance which you took.
Okay. One
in the
minute, sir.
link.
Sir, okay.
Can you please share
Sorry,
your
sir. I
screen
have.
and show me?
Yeah. I'm manually noting the attendance in my
No.
notepad, sir.
Manually not. In the link itself, I'm asking.
So the link, it is, I couldn't able to open it, sir. So that is the reason. 1 minute.
Achha, please
1
share your
minute.
screen and then show me where you are facing the issue.
Okay. 1 minute, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm trying to open the, yeah, I'm trying to open the URL. I'm getting something like validating the URL. So that's what I have, first day morning itself, I have asked all the students, I get all the student names. I have make it, I have noted as a manual.
Copy paste the URL once again in front of me.
Okay,
Because
1
for me
minute,
it is
sir.
working.
Yeah, 1 minute, sir.
You joined this Teams, Microsoft Teams, just by giving
Yes.
your username and then password?
Oh, no, sir. I just click the link. That's it.
No.
Yeah.
You
Now it's, no, sir. Now it's, I can able to see this. Yeah. So now I can able to open this.
Here it is fine.
Yeah.
And one more
Yeah.
thing, please confirm me.
Okay.
Open the Teams. Did you pass
Yes.
your username and then password to open the
Okay,
Teams?
sir. No, sir. I just click the link. I got this. That's it.
You should, recording has started. No. You supposed to
Oh.
provide the details in the Teams.
Okay. Okay. Hey, I have given my details,
I
sir.
think no. I think you continue on this browser. You don't have a
Okay. Yes.
Teams application.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes.
My only concern is you just try to left the session and
Okay.
download and then install the Teams
Okay.
and pass the credentials which you have.
To
Then
the
only recording has started and they can able to reuse if they really wanted to refer.
Okay, sir. Okay.
That's
Okay,
why
sir.
I think you have your credentials. I have already passed it to Sumati.
Yes. Yeah.
With those credentials only, you have to log into Teams and then accordingly take the session.
Okay, sir. I will close it now and then I will join back.
Yeah, join by just passing the credentials and then update the attendance sheet also from the distributed link.
Okay. Sure, sir. Sure.
Thank you. And did you take my number?
Yes, sir. I have taken it. Yeah.
Yeah. Please, WhatsApp me so then I also will save your number.
Sure, sir. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, sorry kids, I will join back again. Okay, give me a minute. I will join back through the Teams app. Yeah. Yeah, hello everyone.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, will you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, 1 minute.
I'm audible.
Yes. Yeah, will you everyone can able to hear me, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. One minute, I will share my screen. Okay, so this is all ours. Will you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Will you able to see it here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. Yes. Okay, so just now we finished the programs, right? So the simple program. Okay. Yeah. So just now we finished the simple program, right? So we will see each and every point. Okay. So in the above program, what is the class name here? What's the class name?
Welcome, ma'am.
Welcome app.
Welcome app is a class name. Okay. Yeah. Why it is given as a public? Any idea you have? Why
Ma'am,
it is
so
given as a public?
anyone can access it.
Yes. Okay. And is there any any other keywords is there?
Ma'am, private and
Yes, ma'am.
protected.
No. From
Private.
this example, I'm talking about.
Public, ma'am.
Public as well as the class is a keyword. Okay. Why it is given as a public access? Okay, anyone can access it because we are going to access outside the program also. So that's what it is declared as a public. And what is a class is a keyword which is used to create a class. So that is a main point. Okay, that is a very basic structure. To create any classes, you should have as a class as a keyword as a starting word. Did you get it? Okay, and if you want to run your standalone Java programs, okay, you should have the main method. Main method is needed. Did you get it? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So, okay, you should have your main method. You need a main method to be needed. Okay. So here, what is a signature? Any idea what is a signature? Any method? In C also, C++ also, we will be having the function signature, right? Signature means it is a definition or syntax. Okay, so it is for all the standalone program. Okay, the main method has to follow with the same syntax. Okay, with the above program. So look at this. The previous program, what we have done, the main method has to follow the same syntax. Okay, it should have public static void main, and it should accept the string array as an argument. Okay, it should accept the string array as an argument. Okay, it should accept the string as a array as an argument. Okay, the argument name is arg. Did you get it? Okay, so that's what they are explaining it here. Okay, for any standalone program, main method is needed, which has the same syntax or same signature, which is defined in the other program. Did you get it? Are you able to hear? Are you able to listen here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So what is the main method? The main method, it is taking an array of strings. Okay. So the main method is taking an array of strings. Okay. So here the name of the array could be anything. Array of the string as an argument. Any method has to accept an argument, right? So here the main method is taking an array of strings. Okay. But the name of the array could be anything. Did you get it? Next thing is we have displayed the output. Okay, display the output means we have passed some string within a double quotes. Okay, in Java or whatever your C++ or C. Okay, so within a double quotes, whatever we are declaring it, that will be treated as a string. String is what? String is a collection of characters. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so here to display the output, pass the string as an argument. Argument is nothing but parameter, or another name for an argument, you can pass the parameter. Okay, so here the method for the parameter argument to the method of system.out.println. See, look at this. This also a method. System.out.println. This also a method. Did you get it? So for that method, for the main method, we are passing a string array as an argument. For the system.out.println method, we are passing welcome to Java as an argument. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all about this sample program we have explained. Okay. So till now what we have covered the introduction of a Java. Okay. And why we have discussed about the few features of a Java programming language. Okay. We have discussed about the few features of a Java programming language. Okay. And we have discussed about what is JDK, what is JVM, and what is JRE. And we have discussed about the main concept of a Java program, its platform independence. Okay. And we have seen how you can write a Java program. Okay. How you can install or you can use the Java as in your laptop or something like that. Okay. And how you can do a compilation, how you can do an execution of a Java program, and what is a sample Java program. So till we have discussed. Is it clear? Any doubts in the first introduction part? If
No,
anyone
ma'am.
has having a doubt, please raise your hand, or everyone is clear with the introduction part.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Amrita, when did you join Amrita Vashini? Okay, I will check. Any doubts in the introduction part? Can I move on to the today's topic? Still now we have not finished it. We have not started the today's topic. Okay, can I? Shall I move on to the today's topic?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So the first topic we are going to discuss about is okay, the declaration and access control. Okay. So what is a declaration? Okay, so if you are going to do something, first you should declare it, right? So without declaring anything, we cannot do anything. Okay, so what is a declaration? Okay, in Java or any programming language, if you are creating a variable means what? For example, if you are going to do an addition of two numbers, okay, we should create a variable, right? What are the two numbers you are going to add? Okay, for that, if you are adding 10 plus 5, that is fine. We are just adding only the numbers. But if you want to do an addition of two numbers as a general program, okay, as a generic one, okay, I have to declare it as a number 1 as well as the number 2. So this is how I need to write it in my pseudo code, right? Okay, so if I want to declare it, okay, so if I want to create a variable, okay, so creating a variable is also called as declaring a variable. I should create a variable. Okay, for creating a variable, what I need to do, I need to specify the type as well as the name. Okay, did you get it? Any doubts?
No.
Okay, so what is a type? Okay, so here, for example, I'm going to write a program for addition. Okay, so what is a type? What is a type of a number? What is a type of a variable? I'm going to add only integers. Okay, so that type is nothing but, okay, we call it as a type or data type. What kind of a data that variable is going to hold? Did you get it? So what kind of a data? For example, if it's a number 1, it is going to accept only integer. If it's a number 1, I'm going to add some floating point numbers. Floating point is nothing but the decimal values. Okay, 22.35. I want to add 22.35 plus 35.45. Did you get it? So in that case, I need to declare the variable as this number is going to accept the floating point. So the float is nothing but the data type. Okay, what is a data type? What kind of a data it is going to hold? Okay, it could be a number, or it could be a decimal values, or it could be a string characters, or it could be a smaller integer, or it could be a longer integer, something like that. Okay, so declaration is nothing but you are creating a variable. For creating a variable, what should you have to have? You should have the data type, okay, and you should have the variable name. Okay, the name could be anything. You can have number 1, or you can have num1, or you can have parameter 1, or it could be anything. Name could be anything, but the data type should be, if it's an integer, you should have int. If it's a floating point, you should have float or double. Okay, if it's a string, you should have a string data type. Did you get it? Any doubts here? What is a declaration? What is a data type? And what is a name? Name could be anything.
No, ma'am, not all.
No doubts. Good. Okay. Okay. So next thing is identifiers. Okay. So next topic. So I will discuss few examples in the upcoming slides. Okay. What is a valid variable names? What is an invalid variable names? Okay. Okay. So what is a legal identifier? Okay, what is a legal? Legal means it is a valid one. Okay. So what is the variable name it should have? Okay. So the variable name or the legal identifier should begin with a letter. Okay. Did you get it? It should begin with a letter means it has to accept from small a to small a to small z, capital A to capital Z. It should begin with a letter. Okay. Or another thing is, or it has to connect, or it has to start with the underscore symbol. So please make a note, because these are all the very basics ones. Okay, you should make a note of it. Okay, so this should have an underscore. Okay, it should begin with a letter. Okay, it should start with an underscore, or it should start with a currency symbol called dollar. Okay, but what it shouldn't. Okay, these are all the do's, and what it shouldn't. Okay, an identifier shouldn't begin with any number or any numeral. Did you get it? Okay, so the first character should be a letter, or it should be an underscore, or it should be a dollar. Okay, how about the next few characters? The next, after the first character, the combination, the identifier could be anything. It could be a combination of letters, or it could be a combination of numbers, or it could be a combination of currency. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So here the identifier can contain any number of characters. Okay. It is not restricted. You should have only these many characters. But it should have. You can write A, B, C, D like that. You can write a full name of it also. For example, if you want to store your name, if you want to create your name, okay, your name as a variable, you can give it. Okay. It doesn't have any limitation on the characters. Okay. And here, what's the another way? What's the another? We shouldn't do it. Okay, you cannot use Java keywords as a identifiers. Okay, so Java keywords, you shouldn't use it as a identifiers. Did you get it? Okay, and here Java is a case sensitive language. So here all the identifiers are case sensitive. For example, if you are writing small ABC, that is different. And if you are writing capital ABC, that is different. Okay, so that's what they call it as a case sensitive. Any doubts here? All the points are clear here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I will ask you a question. Vinay Kumar, can you tell me what is a declaration? Vinay Kumar is here, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah, can you tell me what is a declaration?
ma'am. Before using of any variable, we have to first declare that variable, ma'am.
Okay.
To
Why
access,
we need to declare? What is the purpose of declaration?
to access that variable, ma'am.
Okay. One minute. Yeah. To access the variable, we need to.
Yes, ma'am. We need to first declare that variable.
Sorry. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Vasavi, can you tell me what is a data type? Vasavi? Vasavi, are you there? Is Vasavi is there? Then Sahari?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, who is that?
Sahari, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me, what is the data type?
Ma'am, it is the type of data the variable is gonna hold, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Can you give me an example for a data type?
Ma'am, int, float, string.
Okay.
Double.
Yes. Yeah, good. Okay. Yeah. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so we'll move on to the next slide. Okay. So these are all the examples for the valid identifier, and the right side I'm having an invalid identifier. Then I have given a reason why it is an invalid. Okay. So here look at this first valid identifier. Okay, I'm having a my variable name. Okay, it is starting with a letter, and it is a next it is combination of letters. So my variable. Okay, and I'm giving I'm giving it as a camel case, and the second example I'm giving it with everything is an uppercase. The third example I'm giving it is in the smaller case. Even though, okay, if I want to keep as a one character as a variable name also I can do it. Okay, and if I want to have one character as well as the numeral also I can do it. Okay, and see I can, so as I already told you, right, underscore is accepted as well as the dollar sign is also accepted. So these are all the valid variable names. Did you get it? And this is the last one, the sum underscore. So underscore in between underscore is also accepted. Okay. And finally, I'm giving ABC 1, 2, 3. So these are all the valid identifiers or valid variable names. You can say other terms, you can call it as a valid variable names. Okay. And these are all the invalid variable names. Why it is the first one is invalid? Because it contains a space in between. So that is an invalid. And why the second one is invalid? Because it starts with a digit. Okay. Can someone tell me why the third is it's an invalid?
Inclusion of plus sign.
There is a plus sign.
Okay, yeah, because we have a plus sign in between. So plus sign, it is not an alphanumeric character. Okay. And here, can someone tell me why this is not an invalid?
Hyphen.
Yeah, hyphen is there. Okay. And here we have an ampersand is also there. So that is the reason this is not an valid one. Okay. Are we clear with this? Are we clear with this? This is what we are doing with the today's topic, declaration and access control. Okay. Are you clear with this? Any doubts?
No, ma'am, no doubt.
No doubts, ma'am.
No doubts.
Yes. Okay. So next topic is about here the Java bean. Okay. So the Java, what is a bean? Bean is nothing but these are all the pure Java classes. Okay. So that will contain the properties. Okay. I will explain you what is a bean. Okay. So these are all the pure Java classes. This will start with the class as a keyword. This will be a pure Java classes that will contain the properties. Properties are nothing but the attributes or variables. Okay. Other terms we call it as a properties. We can call it as an attribute. For example, if you take a student, okay, what all the properties the student will have? The name, ID, okay, the first name or last name, or else you can keep it as a name. Okay, the student will have email address. So these are all the properties, right? Okay, so here the beans are nothing but the Java classes that contain the properties as well as some methods. Okay, I will explain you what is a method. Okay, in other term, we can say the beans are the classes that encapsulate many objects. Okay, so for example, so that encapsulates is nothing but that contains or that can hold many objects into a single object. Okay, so in other terms, you can say these Java beans are the classes that encapsulate many objects into a single object. So that's what we call it as a Java bean. Okay, encapsulate means it's a holdable. So you can keep it inside it and then that will be treated as a one common Java bean. Okay. So in other terms, if you want to say what is a Java bean, it is a reusable component. Okay, the same employee class or same student class, if you want to use it for any other programs, you can use it. So these all Java beans are reusable components. Okay, what it will contain? Okay, so it will contain some like some variables, as I already told you, some variables or properties. It will contain some constructors. Okay, have anyone come across the constructor in C++? Because those who have done the C++ programming, you would have already come across the constructors, right? What is a constructor in C++?
When the class name and method name is same, we call it the
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Also a special method, okay, which is similar to your class name. What is your class name? The same thing should be your constructor name. It is a special method. It has the name as same of your class name. So that's what we call it as a constructor. Okay. Give me a minute. I will update your attendance. Sorry. I didn't finish it earlier. Is Harshit is there? No, right? Prithviraj is there. She. Kumar is here. Give me a minute. Yes. Ascent. Ashish is present. Saswat is there, right?
Yes,
Hello,
ma'am.
Saswat. Yes, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Tejeshwar is there. So, Jim ready. Pratyush Kumar, sir. One minute, I finished it. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yes. So that's all. So what is a constructor? Constructor is having a special method which is similar to your class name. Okay. What you can keep it inside the constructor? Any idea? What are the things you can keep it inside the constructor?
Variables.
Variables. Variables we can keep it inside the class, right? Arguments. Arguments you can inside in the class, right?
Methods that you want to declare.
No, that's we can keep it inside the class. I'm asking
Related
about
to
the
super
constructor.
keyword.
Yeah. What is this? That's a super keyword. It is to call. Okay, that is the next level. What is the basic step you can keep it inside the constructor? You can do some initialization of your variables, right? What is initialization? If you want to initialize your, if you want to initial, for example, the student, I'm creating a student class. I'm going to create the properties or attributes like ID, name, okay, as well as the email. So to start with the object, okay, to start with the class, I'm assigning ID is equals to 0, default value. So what are the default values if you want to do it, or what are the initial values, the initialization values you want to keep it, that you can keep it inside the constructor. Did you get it? Okay, so here I can initialize id is equals to 0, name is equals to just to do with empty. Okay, and email address is also at abc at xyz.com. So the default values, if you want to do, if you can store it, that's you can do it inside the constructor, or if you want to do an initialization of your variables, that's you can do it inside the constructor. Or the other way, someone has told me that you can keep the super keyword. Okay, so that's also it is do it inside the constructor. The super keyword I will explain you once we are doing the inheritance part. Okay, super is a keyword in Java. Okay, please make a note. Okay, I will ask you while we are doing the inheritance, I will ask you the question. Okay. Apart from this constructor, there are some methods. Okay, so those methods we call it as a getter as well as the setter. Okay, so I will explain you. Okay. Okay. See, look at this. So I have created a student bean. Okay, student Java bean. And inside the student Java beans, what are the variables I'm having it? I'm having it as an ID. Okay, I'm having it as a name. ID, what kind of a data type is ID is taking it up? The ID is going to take up only integer. And what kind of a data type the name is going to take it up? What kind of a data type the name is going to accept?
String.
String.
Because it is a name, I'm going to give it, it's a collection of characters. I could have I could have saved your name, or I could have saved my name. Okay, so that's what I'm giving it. I'm declaring the name as a string. So this we call it as a legal identifier. Okay, so this we call it as a declaration. Are you clear with this? Yes.
There, why variable name is in private?
Why the, okay, yes, okay, that's a good question. Okay, I will explain you. If it's a Java bean, if you are creating a bean, we should follow some rules. Okay, so these are all the, I will explain you why it is a private. Okay, so we should follow some conventions if you are creating a Java bean. Okay, so first, all the property should be in the, all the property in the Java bean should be in private. Okay, because these variables are only belongs to only the student class. It is not belongs to any other class. So if you make it as a public, anyone can able to access it. So that's what they have created. All the properties are private. Okay, and the methods, the getter as well as the setter method, we will be calling the getter or setter method outside your bean. Okay, outside your bean class. Okay, so that's what the method should be in the public. Did you get it? So that is the first rule if you are creating a Java bean. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts? Any doubts? Why we are declaring the variables as private and why we are declaring the methods as public?
No doubts, ma'am.
No doubts. Okay. Okay. So here the beans, okay, that is the first point. Okay, all the variables should be private and the method should be public. The bean should have a default constructor. Okay, if there is no argument, you can have an empty constructor. Okay, empty means open bracket and the close bracket. So that's we call it as an empty constructor. Okay, so what is your class name? The same name you can have it your empty constructor. I think I have given the example here. Yeah, see, look at this public student. Okay, this class name is the student, and here the constructor name is also student. I'm having an empty constructor. I'm not doing it anything, but I'm declaring it a constructor. That's it. So this we call it as an empty constructor, which is not accepting any argument. This we call it as a no argument constructor. But if you want to pass argument, that also you can do it. You can pass it inside this student, the constructor, inside the constructor method. Did you get it? Any doubts?
No, ma'am, no doubt.
Okay. Yeah. So the bean should have a default constructor, even though if it's a no argument, it's also no problem. And also the bean should have a getter as well as the setter method. What is a getter method? Whatever the property you are having it, okay, if you want to fetch the property, you will be having the getter method. Okay. And the same thing, if you want to store something into the bean, you will be having the setter method. So if you want to fetch it, you will be having the getter method, as the name itself it suggests. If you want to get something, you will be calling the getter method of the variable, or if you want to store into that bean object, you will be calling the setter method of the bean class. Okay. So all the beans should have beans should have the getter and the setter methods. Did you get it? Okay. So what is the use of a getter method? Getter method used to read a value from the bean. Okay. And the setter method is to update the value. Did you get it? To set the value to the bean. Is it clear?
Ma'am, actually there is one question.
Yes, tell me the question. Yeah.
Ma'am, so ma'am, how we get to know that we want to use getter and setter in the code or constructor? Can you tell me?
Yes, 1 minute. I will explain. Okay. So this is a student bean class I have created. Okay. What I'm going to create is I'm going to create an object. Okay. Object for a student class. I'm going to set the ID as, okay, your roll number. Okay. I'm going to set the name as your name. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I will be creating a student bean object. Okay. 1 minute. I will write the code here. One minute, I will share one. I couldn't able to find my bean class. 1 minute. Book. Okay. I will type it in the PPT itself. 1 minute. Give me a minute. Okay. I will share the screen now. Okay, so look at here. So what I'm done is I have created a bean object. Okay, bean object, it is SU student. For the student I have created an object, so this we call it as an object. Okay, with the help of a new keyword I have created a student object. Okay, for this SU I'm going to pass ID as 11. Okay, and the name is Rahul. Okay, so here what I'm doing it, I'm passing a value from my side to the student object. So that case I will be calling this setter method. Did you get it? So if I want to fetch it, once I have set it, if I want to display what is the name as well as the ID, it is holding it up. Okay, if I want to display it, okay, I will be calling the getter method. Did you get it? Who has asked this question?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you understood this, or you want me to explain it one more time?
Yes, ma'am. You can explain one more time.
Yeah. Okay. So the bean is nothing but, okay, the Java class or the bean is nothing but it is a logical entity. Okay. Okay. So once you until you have not created any object, the student class is a logical. Okay. When you are creating an object and when you are assign a value to the object, then only it will become a real entity. Okay. Creating an object is nothing but it is a real entity. Okay, so here what I'm doing it, I'm creating a student object. Object is nothing but STU is an object. With the help of a new keyword, I'm creating a student object. Did you get it? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yes.
here as of now there is no values. Okay, ID is empty because default I have not declared anything. So if you look at the code, if you have not initialized anything, it will default the integer will take 0 and the string will take as null. The default value for the integer it is 0 and the string it will be null. Okay. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here I have not passed anything. The default value will be null. So if I want to pass some value other than the default, I will be calling the setter method. Okay. Student dot set ID and student dot set name.
I think, ma'am, your slide is different, ma'am.
What is the slide is different? So will you able to see this? The setter methods here.
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone will be able to see this? The student object, the setter methods?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So we will be calling our setter method to set the value. And if you want to fetch the value, you will be calling the getter methods. Are you clear with the setter as well as the getter? Still, are you clear? Yes, still you have a doubt? Subharanjan only asked, right? Subharanjan.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not
Okay. Okay. Who was having a doubt still? What is a getter and what is a setter? Because wherever you go, you will be writing the Java bean is a first level programming. Okay. Okay. So here you should know about the concepts. What is a getter method and what is a setter method? Yeah. Okay. So before we create an object and before we see an example, okay, there is some rules for the getter method. Okay. So as I already told you, only the variables are private. Okay. All the methods are public. Okay. So the first syntax for the getter method is this should be public in nature. Public means you have to access it from anywhere. Okay. This should be public in nature. Okay. The getter method, okay, should not be a void. Okay, have you what is a void? Have you come across anything called void? Void is also a keyword in Java. It is there in your C++ also. It is there in your C also. Yeah. What is a void? Will you able to
Void
remember?
means the function will return nothing.
Yes, void means, so for example, if you are writing any functions in C or C++, if you don't want to return the particular function don't want to return anything. Instead, what we'll be doing it, the method declaration itself, we'll be having it as a void. Void as a return type. Void means it is written nothing. Did you get it? Okay, the same thing is applicable in Java too. So we will be using the same keyword here. So here the method, the getter method should not have a return type of void. Okay, but it should have a return type. Okay, what is the variable name return data type? It has to have the same return type. For example, ID is having the integer as a return data type. Okay, so get ID method should return integer. Did you get it? Are you clear with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Any other doubts? Okay, for example, if I'm having the get name as a getter method, what should be the data type it has to return?
String.
String. Good. Okay, why it has to have a string? What is the reason it should have a string?
Name is always started by letter.
Why we should have a string? Because we have declared the variable as a string. In the bean class, we have declared the variable as a string. Okay, so that's what the get name method should have their return type as string. Did you get it? Have you understood anyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone, sorry. Everyone has understood what is the getter method and what is the setter method?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
After this, I will call you the random names and then I will ask you the questions, okay? Yeah. Okay. So here, the return type should not be void, but according to your requirement, you should give your return type. For example, according to your variable type, okay, it should have the return type, okay? The getter method always prefixed with get, okay? The getter method will always prefixed with get, okay? And it should not take any argument, okay? So here the getter method should not take any argument. Okay, why we are passing, why we need to accept an argument? We are not doing it anything, we are just returning it. Okay, so to just return, what is the purpose of passing an argument to this method? Did you get it? So this should not take any argument. Are you clear with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next we will be seeing the rules for the syntax for the setter method. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so here the setter method is also public in nature. Okay, but see, look at this. This setter method should be, the return type should be void. Okay, because we are setting the value. We no need to return anything from this setter method. Okay, so this return type should be void. Okay, and here the setter method should prefixed with set key. Set, set is not a keyword, but it should start prefixed with set. Okay, and here it should take some argument. Okay, see, look at this. This should take some argument. Okay, it should not be a no argument method. Okay, it should not be an empty argument method. It should not be an empty parameter method. Argument, in other terms, we can call it as a parameter. Okay, it should not be an empty argument method. It should accept some argument. You know, right, the method, the function will accepting the argument, right? Within a bracket, you will be writing it, right? So that is the function, it's accepting the argument. So here the setter method should accept some argument. Clear? Okay, and now I will ask you the questions now. Okay, so this is a recap of your Java beans. So here it should must have your variables in private. Can someone read this? Tejeshwar, can you read this? Tejeshwar, are you there?
Ma'am.
Yes, can you read this?
This program.
Yes, can you read this recap? What is the beans must have? Can you read these 4 points?
Variables in private. Setter method.
No, Pa. Can you read this? The beans must have variables in private. Okay, it should have a constructor. Okay, a constructor is an optional one. If you want it, you can keep it, or if you don't want it, you don't need to keep it. And it should have the getter as well as the setter method. So these are all the Java beans. Okay, and this is an example for a Java bean. Okay, so here public class student implements. Okay, it has to implement the serializable interface. Okay, interface part I will explain you in the upcoming slides. Okay. Okay, so here the variable should be private, so that's what we have declared the id as an integer, that is declared as a private, and name as a string, that is declared as a private, and here we have a student constructor. Okay, and here we have a set method which is accepting an argument which is declared as a public, which is having the return type as void. Okay, and here we have a get method which is having a return type as integer. Okay, and it is returning something, it has a return keyword. Okay, and it is prefixed with the get. Okay, the same thing. Any doubts? Any doubts in the declaration in the getter setter Java beans? No doubts? Can someone tell me what is the naming conventions for a valid identifier? Raghavi? Raghavi, no. Vasavi, sorry. Yes. Someone
It
is
should
trying to.
start with a smaller case or uppercase letter. It can have the underscore.
Okay.
It can have the dollar sign.
Good, good.
It can start with dollar sign.
Okay, good. Okay. Then Vasavi is
It
there?
cannot start with numerical.
Good, good. Thank you. Vasavi is there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Yeah, tell me. Can you tell me the rules for the valid legal identifiers? Okay, I think the other person has tell me what we should have. Okay, can you tell me what shouldn't have it?
It shouldn't contain space, ma'am.
Okay.
And it shouldn't contain alphanumeric characters in middle.
Okay.
It shouldn't begin with a digit.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay, Akhilesh, can you tell me some example for a valid identifiers? Akhilesh? Akhilesh, are you there? Then Muhammad Ali Shan, can you please tell me some examples for a valid identifier?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, can you please tell me some examples for a valid identifier?
Identifier should start with
No, examples for a valid identifier. I'm asking the examples.
example.
Someone is helping him.
Example, int int money,
Int money. Okay.
double double name.
Double name. How should you have a double as a name? Yeah, okay, fine. Now, 1 minute. Give me a minute. Yeah, yes. Okay. Yes. What is an invalid identifier? That's what it shouldn't start with your numerals. Okay. Any other example?
It should not contain hyphen.
Operators.
One by one answers, please. Someone tell me the answer.
Should not contain hyphens in middle.
Yes, should not should not contain hyphens in middle. Okay. Any other thing?
Should not
Contain
contain arithmetic
operators.
operators.
Okay, arithmetic operators plus or minus or ampersand. It should not contain any symbols too. Yeah. Any other stuff?
It should not start with numbers.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. It should not start with numerals. Okay, so
It
now
should
we'll
not
move on.
contain spaces.
Yeah, in between there should not be any spaces. Yes. Okay, now we will move on to the Java beans. Okay, so what is Java beans? Yeah. Okay, so what is a syntax for creating a getter method? Can someone tell me the steps?
It should not be void.
Okay.
It should always have return type, and it should always have the prefix get, get.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Everyone has using the laptops, right?
Yes.
Or is anyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Is someone is using mobile phones? No, because I'm
Yes, ma'am. I
asking
am,
you
ma'am.
why you don't have a laptop? Because if I'm going to
Actually,
ask
ma'am,
you to
I
do.
no, ma'am. I am having, but ma'am, today I was facing some network issue in that there,
Okay.
for I am using phone.
Okay, so because make sure you will be using your laptops because okay, now what is the task I'm going to give it? Can you download the Eclipse IDE from the internet? Okay, and keep it ready. Can you download the okay? So if you want, I will share the link. Okay, you please download the Eclipse IDE and you should have a simple program. Okay, start writing the simple program. Okay, 1 minute.
Ma'am, can we use online ID code chef?
No, no, no. Online ID, no, don't use it because later, okay. So today, the day one, we'll be starting with the basics, and later on, next upcoming days, we'll be doing lots of programs. Okay, don't go with the online editor. Okay, try to download the editor in your laptop itself. But if you want to do a compilation or if you want to check if your program is working or not, that's you can go with the online editor. But we are going to do with your project, right? So at the end of this, we'll be doing the project also. When we are finishing the core Java, we have to do one project. So that's the reason I'm asking you to download the editor. And for the day one, from the day one, all the files you need to save it in the separate folder. Did you
Okay.
get it? Yeah. Okay. So I will give you the link. Can you please download the editor?
Yes, ma'am.
1 minute. Everyone is using Windows or someone is using Mac also? Who are all using Mac OS? Is anyone is using Mac OS also? Akhilesh, when I called you, you didn't reply it, right? Yeah. Is anyone is using a Mac OS? Because for Mac OS, we need to download the separate, for Eclipse, we need to do it. Yes. Yeah, who's this? I couldn't hear you. Akhilesh, yeah. Akhilesh, I couldn't hear you, Akhilesh. One minute, I will share the. Okay. Okay, no issues. If you are trying to respond, then that's fine. See, look at this. This is a link. You can download your Eclipse IDE. Okay, so the IDE version, the IDE, this is Kepler. So if you are using a Windows 32-bit machine, you can see, look at here. I will share my entire screen. See, look at here. This is a URL. You can download it. So if you are using a 32-bit Windows OS, you have to click this. If you are using a 62-bit, please click on this. Or if you are using a Mac OS, please click on these two links. Okay. Or if you have a Linux in your system, you please click on these links. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. Is it done?